So y'all, I spoke about this. I don't know which video. I have to really think about it and go scroll through, but I want to speak on this because it just be crazy, y'all. So if you don't know, I have prophetic dreams. And when I first got on this whole journey, right? When I got out of the well and I started to speak out like Jonah was forced to speak out, I will begin to have certain dreams that reveal things to me about, certain situations with family members. And, it's always specific family members or people that will stand out in my dream. And I have many dreams to talk about. I feel like I've already dropped videos on it, but with this dream I want to talk about is how I saw like the setup. Like I was being walked into a room with it was like a couple of family members, and I knew that they were trying to do some type of spell or something like that on me. So like in this dream, the location that I've been having like specific dreams, everything just be piecing together because I'm not at this location, but I have family members that go. So it was at this church that I grew up in. So we were at the church, and I don't go to the church anymore, but my mom goes to this church, right? Of course she goes now when we don't go. Evil loves evil. So I brought up my mom because she's a very important part here. So I remember walking. First of all, the way that they distracted me, they as in my mother, because I know that is really because of another dream. I'm trying to get y'all to get the story. Because of another dream that I had, and I was running and I saw my mom, and she was so chill, like she set it up, like she knew what was happening. I already knew that my mom had something to do with my dreams and trying to block me from getting my prophetic messages or from me seeing what God needs me to see. So she'll be the type to, I know people call it like a dream walker or something like that. Like she will be the type to come into the dreams and try to flip things or make me do things so that I could feel shameful or so that I could believe it, so that I could shut up and stop posting or talking, on YouTube. Just stupid stuff. Like imagine your mama knowing that you was going to be who you are, a priest or a prophetess, whatever, and she decides to be your mama in this lifetime to fight and battle with you to make sure that you don't become who you become. And I've literally had dreams where I would see my mom or I would run into my mom and I was like, tell her things, and her response in the dream, it would give me like she was in on it. So now I'm running from her stinking ass too. So many dreams, y'all. And I speak the truth of Christ. I lie not. Like, I feel like my mom probably knew that I was a prophetic dreamer because maybe I dreamt something when I was younger. Like, I feel like my mom knew this about me because I feel like she's been putting in work for years now to stop me because I was under an illusion. I was under a spell. I wasn't tapped into who I was. You know what I'm saying? I was controlled. I was in the matrix. You feel me? But as soon as I broke free from that illusion and spell, God started giving me everything that I should have been getting, when it comes to dreams and just showing me things and showing me who's been working together. So in this dream that I'm speaking on, I was able to see some of the church members who actually partake in witchcraft, y'all. And the way that they got me to even come into the room where they were going to do the spell or whatever, it was very demonic because they had me. I spoke about this already in a video, y'all. So if you watch that video already, I don't want you to think that I'm just being repetitive and repeating myself. It's a reason why God is telling me to speak on this right now. But what happened? Yeah, so as I'm coming in, okay, what I was going to say leading up to that. So it was demonic because they had me like flirting or talking to someone that I know is married. You feel me? And they're married to a cousin of mine. And it was kind of weird because it was like, not like I was seducing them, but I was just like flirty. And I'm like, mind you, I'm there. It's kind of like I'm seeing, as I'm dreaming, I'm seeing myself. Like going through this. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not really, like, when that was taking place, when I was just having a conversation, I wasn't seducing him. It wasn't nothing sexual, but it was just like I could tell that the conversation, or I shouldn't have fucking been there. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nothing, like, I wasn't saying, like, come hunch on me, let's do this. Like, it wasn't that. It was just that me just in that environment, just in that room with him, I should have never fucking been in there. Like, that was already, that, as soon as something like that happens in my dream, then I know that someone is coming in to try to interrupt. You know, that dream walker has been sent in to interrupt or distract me or to just throw me off. You feel me? So they got to be smarter than that, because now I'm in this setting with this married man that got my cousin's kids, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And I remember chasing after one of the babies that was running or whatever. They started running like down to the main sanctuary, because I guess we was upstairs in one of the rooms in the church. And now I'm running, chasing the baby girl, and she's like running in the sanctuary, blah, blah, blah. I see people in the sanctuary. It's not like a church service going on, but I see people there. So then I'm chasing her, running around, and then boom, I catch her, but she's in the room that, like, I need to walk into. So now as I'm walking into the room, I'm with someone from the church, and I can say her name, but I ain't gonna say her fucking name. I know this bitch is dark. Ben could tell this bitch was dark. But it's amazing how God, like, I could see these things in my dreams. So we walking in, and she's like, I don't know if I started it, and I was like, I don't do black magic. Or she was like, everybody do black magic. Come on, like, it's okay. Yeah, of course I do black magic. But it was something like that. And she was basically saying how everyone does it. Of course I do it. Like, whatever. And we're walking in, and it's her, is one of my aunties there. I see an uncle there, and it's someone else there that I can't really remember who it was. And I spoke on this, y'all, because I told y'all that my auntie that I saw, she passed away. So, like, after I had that dream, maybe like a couple weeks later, my auntie passed away. So, as I'm walking, and the young girl, mind you, this girl, she's a member of the church, in and out. She done had, like, babies out of wedlock. I think she married now. Who fucking knows? Me and her used to be, like, cool or cordial when I went to the church. This had to be, like, 10 years ago. You get what I'm saying? But she's always been a little loose. Like, we know about her, like, record or whatever. They didn't have really a good record. She got a big family in the church or whatever like that. But the way that she did it, she was just so calm. She was just like, of course we do it. Like, everybody does black magic. So that's when I knew that they were leading me into this room so that they could do some type of spell or stop me, a freeze spell, something like that. A shut up spell, a death spell, a sickness spell, whatever. So I am, so now I'm walking into the room. I'm like, hell no. Like, I don't do black magic. So remember, my uncle standing right next to me as I get into this room. It's like I was going into the bathroom, into the restroom, but it was like a table that was set up there. I remember seeing someone that I known that I was really close with in the bathroom, and I was trying to, like, ask her for help, but it was like the person couldn't hear me. So I'm getting that God be, like, with the people that I be seeing in my dreams sometimes, it be telling me, like, their soul is dead or they are controlled by that. Like, it doesn't even affect or bother them. You get what I'm saying? Because this girl, I was calling out her name. I'm like, help, help. But it was like the way that I was saying it, it was like I knew I was going to get out. So I wasn't, like, crying out for help to this girl. I feel like God just had me crying out, help, help, and calling the girl name just so that I could see that the girl couldn't hear shit. So that I could see that the girl was already gone. You get what I'm saying? Like, mentally, spiritually, like, she was gone. She was just walking back and forth. Like, she couldn't even see nothing that was going on. Like, it was just normal to her. You get what I'm saying? I feel like that's why God had it where I was asking for help, because I ended up getting free anyway. So it wasn't like I really needed her help, but it was just for me to see that these people couldn't help me. Like, who is actually, going through this or is under their own spells and illusions. So now I'm at this table, and I see it's my auntie and them, my uncle, whatever. I see them there. And I guess they're trying to get me to, like, say things over and over, like chanting things, like affirmations, but that's not good affirmations. You feel me? Trying to speak, like, poverty over my life, or trying to get me to shut up or whatever while I'm sitting at this table. And I remember breaking free. and running out. And I remember when I'm running out, my uncle was yelling. This is the part right here where I know that it's always my mother. It always comes back to my mother, because now my uncle yells. I didn't see my mom in his room, right? And even a person that I can't put the name on, I know it wasn't my mom for some reason. And then I know it's not my mom because my uncle yelled. He was standing at the door as I'm running. Now I'm running in the congregation I was trying to find my kingdom spouse, y'all, which is funny too. So I remember my uncle, he's standing at the door and he's like, catch her and catch her mom, or catch her and find her mom. And now, that keeps sitting with me because it's telling me that my mom was with this shit. So now that I broke free from the spell, it didn't work. I wasn't sitting there long enough for it to work, okay? They wanted to get me to feel and think things in the spiritual realm so that I could physically feel this when I wake up. But because I broke free from it and my uncle was screaming and what he said, God made sure that I heard exactly what this man said. And it just told me that my mother had a part in this, where she was around in that room where she set it up. She negotiated whatever they were doing. And because I ran away and I broke free from it, my uncle was very upset. Like, he was trying to stop me. He did not want me to break free from this thing. He probably don't want me to even be talking about this thing right now. He probably don't even know he served the devil, worked for the devil. Bitch, these motherfuckers don't even be knowing that they be devil walkers, worshipers, all of that, okay? But God has been showing me because I have that gift to dream, right? And but it'd be crazy because I have to learn, I had to learn like how to decipher and figure out when a dream is being interrupted or whatever like that. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of these dreams have been interrupted, or I will see something and I wouldn't be able to like go through the full thing. But with this one, this was very specific. And when he said that, so I was like, oh, my mom, why is he talking about my mom? So now I'm running. I'm trying to find my kingdom spouse. It's a whole bunch of people sitting in the congregation. It's like they was listening to the speaker or somebody talking, but I didn't hear the preacher. But it was just people sitting there, and I'm looking like running, trying to find my kingdom spouse. And I don't see him near. And it's like I see someone, I'm thinking that it's him with a beard or whatever. And it was actually one of my cousins. And that's another thing. It was just like, then I realized, like, why would my kingdom spouse be there? You feel me? It was giving me like a hell spot. Like, it was giving me. And it's crazy because I told my kingdom spouse this story, y'all. So I wonder if he be watching my videos. But I told him about this dream because I was looking for him. I remember really searching for him. And I'm like, oh, my God, I got to find him. Where he at? And I thought I found him, but it was a cousin. And I'm like, why would he even be in here? He would not be at this church. He would not be at this setting. It was giving me hell. Like, it was giving me hell. Like, people couldn't even talk, think. They couldn't hear me. It was like they were controlled. It was just weird. Like, it was weird when my uncle was yelling, catch her and find her mom. Nobody like flinched, looked. It was just like they was used to that. Like, they used to witchcraft and things happening under their roof. You feel me? Nobody was shocked. Nobody stopped, nothing. And I'm like, I didn't want to scream when I was running out because I'm seeing this mad people sitting here in the sanctuary. The whole time my uncle starts screaming. I'm like, damn, I should have just screamed. I'm all trying to be discreet and respectful in a church. And he started screaming, which showed me that it's no respect there. Like, they're used to that. You feel me? But this message, really, I just wanted to come back again and explain that dream because I know that there is a lot of people that go through this where they have a angry, evil parent. And because it's a parent, it's a hard thing to speak on. People don't believe you or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, be grateful they brought you into this life. But when you look at your physical life and the things that you have went through with that parent, it hasn't been good. Like, my mother, when I seen her pop up in another dream that I had, I saw some type of killing, a shooting in there. I saw my uncle shooting someone, killing someone. And when I'm running to go tell her, she's sitting with this person that is like the devil, bitch, okay? And she's sitting with him, and she's just like very regular. And when I say the devil, I mean it's somebody in the physical that I know who has a devilish spirit. This is someone that is evil. This is nasty, okay? This is someone that I know who's a predator, who's a molester. And my mom was sitting with him. And I'm like running to tell her about my uncle or whatever, like what I just saw, right? And she's like, oh, it'll be okay. Like, the way she was handling it, I knew that it's like she was the kingpin bitch, or she signed it off, or she knew that it was happening. And I saw that, and I started running from her. And then she had that devil, that person that was sitting with her, that man, start chasing me and like running to find me. And I remember this. I spoke about this. This is like one of the first dreams I spoke about on YouTube, y'all. And the guy was chasing me, and we got into this parking lot. And I remember recording on my phone I remember him recording on his phone. He going around the whole parking lot just to, I guess, so that later they could go back and see if they could find me or catch me in a video or whatever, right? And I remember I'm hiding under a car, and I look up, the guy's in the parking lot, but I look up and I see it's a building, it's the top of the building, and I see somebody with a gun. An automatic gun just up there, and they're like, it's so crazy because I had like 20/20, but they're looking at, mind you, I had a gun too, which is crazy. It's like someone had gave me a gun, but I didn't want the blood on my hands for some reason. You feel me? Even though I know this person was the devil. Like I said, this is someone that is a molester. This is a predator. This is an alcoholic. This is someone that my mom knew to bring in to try to scare me, okay? This is someone that, we didn't like growing up in our childhood. So she used this person to try to distract me or to try to scare me, so that I won't keep speaking out or talking or whatever like that, or so that I won't get this message. And so now he chased me down. We get into this parking lot. I remember telling the security guards, whatever, they're kind of like helping me or whatever. They're like, all right, let's call the cops. I'm hiding under the car. I see this guy in the middle of the parking lot. I see the guy with the gun on top of the building, and they looking at me. So now we make eye contact, 2020. We make eye contact, and it's like they do like this head nod. Like, do you want me to shoot or kill this man? Like, is you ready to stand up to this? Like, is this over? Like, let's let this be gone, And I nodded yes. And then I remember that was like the end of the dream. You feel me? It was like trying to get me to not set that boundary or not say like, no, we gonna kill this bitch. You feel me? In the dream. And it might seem crazy or simple or whatever to some people, but you gotta understand this is someone that we feared growing up. So me saying yes to them being killed was a big thing, because it was a big thing. Like, some people just gotta go. Some people do need to go. But the way that it happened in the dream was like, I didn't need to get my hands dirty. It's like God came in with whoever to handle that issue, to handle that problem, which is so crazy to me. You feel me? But yeah, that was just another time where I saw my mom and she just wasn't reacting in the way that a mother should. Like, you feel me? It was just like she was up to something. And then that dream after with the actual witchcraft thing, that's when my uncle was yelling, catch her and find her mom, which just showed like my mom probably told them what to do and how to do it. And I done escaped. And now they're like, find her mom or whatever. So you guys might be, if you listen this far, whatever like that, understand that, whatever these people got planned or whatever they trying to do to stop you and delay you is not working. Okay, their attacks, they're trying to get their attacks to be more sharper. They're going to the best practitioners they know. They are the practitioners, okay? They doing hella more research. They trying to figure out why it ain't working for you, but it worked for people that they know, okay? These are people that done did this to other family members, okay? And it worked on them, okay? They were able to control and manipulate a situation, okay? This is people that have done things to the justice system, okay? The courts, okay? To keep them under a spell, to keep them lost in the sauce, all right? And now things, it has been broken, okay? Now God has enlightened you and woke you up. So now the illusion, it ain't working no more. Things are being revealed. Now you're getting the truth, okay? And the way that I see my uncle yelling in that damn dream, y'all, they is upset that you got away. Something did not stick. Okay, they was in the middle of doing some type of initiation with me. They was in the middle of trying to get me to summon, I don't know. Bitch, I broke free from that shit. They was angry. And next thing you know, a couple weeks later, my auntie died. I don't know if it's a correlation. Who knows? But I know motherfuckers playing with that dark shit. and you trying to do it on someone that is of God, it's going to go back to you. So be careful. Be careful who y'all out there playing with. That's why I just dropped that video. Somebody on this team saying that they don't even want to play no more. They don't want to do this shit no more. They don't want to do this shit no more. They've been seeing things. They backfire. It's happening to them. They don't want to do this shit no more. But you got that one person. It could be your mama, just like it's my mama, who is the kingpin. Okay, who's the official devil walker. Okay, and you know that your mom is of the devil because of how she treated you. She probably don't even, y'all don't even have a relationship now. Growing up, it probably was crazy. She probably put other people before her kids. All right, the goal was to always get you to feel like you was less than or you wasn't important. The goal was always for you to feel like invisible. For you to not stand out, not to have a voice, but your mom know so many things about you already. Like maybe you dream like me, your mom already knew this about you. Your mom knew that you was a prophet. She knows this shit about you. This is why growing up, she tried to make things so hard. Okay, this is not for someone who had a very great relationship growing up with their parents. No, this is for someone where in the physical, if people knew the shit that you went through with your parent, with your sibling, with your family, they'll be like, it's no fucking way, bitch. How you survive that? How you still looking how you looking? It's no way. If I get to going and start sharing the experiences and stories that I had to share with my mother and how she treated us, and I have 8 siblings, same mom and dad, how she treated us and how she neglected us and how she really didn't love us, it was all for herself. It became an ego, pride, self thing. You will understand that, and you will agree that she's probably, one of the one of the devil's biggest soldiers in a spirit realm because of the things that she did and the way she made her kids feel, the way she's still making them feel. No accountability, no apologies, just at that devil's church. Okay, and I can't be around people when I know that they don't even take care of their kids or they're not a good person, their character sucks. Like, how do y'all even fellowship or be around people when you know they're so evil or you know that they didn't even take care of what God blessed them with? Like, how can y'all even fellowship or be around folks like this? How can y'all even let these type of people be at y'all churches and have like these titles doing things and with these type of behavior? That's what tells you that they character ain't right. That's what tells you that they can't see. They blind themselves. This is why you got to be careful with churches and people you sitting under, because a lot of them ain't called to be a prophet. A lot of them ain't called to be a prophetess. Some of them can't see shit. And they got people in their churches that they ain't holding accountable that's been evil, is the cause of the destruction in the world now. Let's be real. You the reason why your kids is seeking love in all the wrong and right places because you didn't love them properly. And you don't care. You want that to happen. You set your kids up to be raped and molested. You didn't give a fuck. You set your kids up to be in poverty. You didn't even give them a place of shelter. You kicked them out. You set your kids up to be bullied in school. You didn't even supply them with uniforms or clothes that they needed. Like, you set your kids up to be just a failure, period. We got to start holding these people accountable. And when you don't hold it accountable, it means you're okay with it. That means you agree with what this person does. You agree with this person's lifestyle. You agree with their upbringing. Listen, I'm going to end this right here. And I want to tell anybody who's going through this situation, it's going to be all right. If you're going through a situation where your mama is your biggest op, or your daddy is your biggest op, or maybe you got a sister or an aunt, something like that, it's going to be all right. As long as you continue to show up and you keep pushing forward and you're able to recognize these things when they trying to distract you or throw it your way, you're going to be fine. If I wasn't able to recognize these things and I was oblivious and naive, then I probably would still be in, a cycle, turmoil, confused. They'd be able to, be doing what they doing. But because I'm so hip and God woke me up to the shit, it's not getting past. It's not getting past me. Okay, so, now I be having dreams where they would try to get me to feel guilty about shit that I didn't do. Okay, so sometimes it'll be like the other day, I dreamt of somebody they was trying to figure out, did I kill this person or was I trying to kill this person? And I was so calm because I know I didn't, but someone wanted me to like take the blame and get in trouble for it. And I'm like sitting in court. I'm like, just very calm. Like, okay, whatever. I go get a lawyer. Like, it's nothing, like hands crossed. Like, I was so calm. This person was trying to get me to be like going crazy about a situation, but I know that I didn't kill whoever they said that I had killed. I know the person. I saw the whole dream. I could tell you the person and everything. But it's one of those. So it was like, I had a dream like that before. It was a car accident. And it was like they wanted me to feel like I was the cause of a car accident. So you could be dealing with something right now where someone wants you to take the blame for something. Someone, like I just dropped that video, they really want you to turn out to be a fake, but you really so real. It's like someone is trying to get you to feel like you're fake or get you to feel like shame or guilt, like you would do this or you would do these crazy things. And it's like, you know that you wouldn't do it. So when they're hitting you with this, even when they're hitting me with this in my dream, because I know who I am and what I'm capable of and what I do, I'm just sitting there as they doing is just looking at them like, okay, whatever, we'll go through the whole process because I know I ain't do shit. And they don't like that. They want me to be panicked. They want me to be worrying. They want it to actually affect me. And, you know, you get to a point where, especially me, I had to get to a point where I could recognize when the devil's trying to play a game. So, you know, you got to meet the devil where they at. Play the game with them. Okay, be wise as a serpent. Meet a snake by being a snake. So, you feel me? And that's how you beat a snake. Okay, you got to meet the snake by being a snake, and that's how you beat the snake. So, you know, in the past, when they probably did these dreams and things on me, these spells that they've been working on to get me to give up or get me to feel guilty. It's really about feeling guilt and shame, self-guilt, self-doubt, all about self. It's about self. They want me to just tarnish myself. They want me to just shut myself up. You feel me? But it don't be working. It do not be working. And, you know, I thank God for everybody that's here that listens. It's crazy. I know I sound crazy, especially if you know, you might have the best relationship with your parents, so you can't even relate to what I'm speaking right now. Trust me. I wish I couldn't relate, but this is just what it happens. Okay, I feel like my mama was like, you know what, devil, sign me up. Let me go be her mama in this lifestyle, because in this lifetime, because I feel like there's a lot of us that is, you know, breaking generational curses, and we have big missions. So of course the enemy, you know, trying to stop us any way that he can. It just sucks that it had to be my mama. But yeah, I know she probably be watching me. I know she be watching me. Because that's what the enemy does. They want to watch you because they want to see if anything is working. She done prayed and did all that ooh rah rah. She done went to sleep with all this malicious intent about me on her mind. I know she's trying to wake up to see if anything is working because it worked with other people. This is someone that's powerful. I want y'all to understand that this is someone that they've been doing this type of shit for years to other people. Okay, but God said it stops with them. Okay, so this shit is stopping with me. All right, and I don't want nobody feeling bad or anything about that, feeling bad or sorry for me. Please don't. Me growing up and getting away from my family was the best thing that I ever did. Please don't feel bad for me. If anything, pray for me. Pray for the family to come, okay? Pray for my nieces and nephews, the ones that are young and don't know no fucking better. You know, that's stuck in these ways or around these evil people that's dressed up as church saints. So don't even worry about me. And I only want prayers if you really know the true word of God, and if you're only praying to the right God. Because again, we have some people that's praying right now in these churches, but they don't know that God ain't listening. They actually working for the devil. Okay, and God has revealed that this is devil work, because he be showing me in my dreams exactly what these people be doing. So I be knowing exactly who they work for. And you don't be of God. They do not be of God. I remember having another dream with someone, and I was coming through. Like I said, this it be giving shit away because I don't even go to that church, but they will have it in that church, because if it's in that church, if I'm dreaming in that church, they can control me in the church, because it's theirs. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, let me bring her to a space or a place that I'm used to so I could do more work because I feel comfortable here, whatever. So I remember having a dream where it wasn't even the church that I grew up in. I was in it was different churches. It was like two different big sanctuaries. I spoke about this dream on here before too, y'all. But my channel's growing now and I'm like, fuck it, let's talk about it. So I remember the pastor, I was coming through to the church because, again, God will have me on these little missions and stuff. And I'm just walking around in the kingdom, minding my business in the spirit realm, whatever. And, how I am in the physical, speaking up on things. And, I might be going against preachers and stuff like that. So in the spirit realm, people already know me as that, right? This girl that's going to speak out, period. And the preacher, he was like, he had told his congregation, like, oh, Donna's here, y'all be on your best behavior type shit. Like, he was trying to warn them or tell them that I was here because he knew that I was here on God's behalf. Like, like I was there to judge them or to send the report back to God. And this preacher was like, oh, Sister Donna's here, y'all be da-da-da-da. And someone else, like a cousin or a close friend of mine, was at the church and they came to tell me this because I wasn't even in the service yet. I was still getting dressed. I was in a restroom getting dressed. And somebody close to me, like a cousin or something, came over and was like, oh yeah, he just said, you're here, da 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 da. And I'm like, damn, I'm still getting dressed. Like, so they know who I am and what I'm doing. And mind you, that pastor is crazy because that dang on pastor now, he done passed away. He just passed away. But mind you, when I saw him in this dream, I was talking to someone else that passed away, but it felt like he was alive. And when I woke up, because it's an elder at my church, and I used to look at him as kind of like a godfather, Elder Lewis. I think he became a bishop now. I don't freaking know what these titles of that church. So I remember seeing Elder Lewis in my dream when I was there with that pastor, right? Bishop Samuel. Fuck it, I gotta say the name. So I'm talking to Elder Lewis, I remember, and I'm seeing Sam, and I remember telling Elder Lewis, like, oh, tell your wife, give her a hug for me or whatever. And then I wake up and I'm like, wait, Elder Lewis passed, the wife is alive. In the physical, you feel me? The wife is alive, but Elder Lewis is gone in the physical. But I was able to talk to him in the spiritual with that other pastor, Bishop Sam, and now Bishop Sam is gone. So I'm like, y'all, these dreams be dreaming, okay? Being able to prophetic dream is crazy. It's scary. I remember when I first started getting truth in dreams and I was like freaking out. Okay, I couldn't even sleep one night because it was like so much information about the truth with this and learning about, certain things with my family and hiding this and money. I'm hearing about money situations, inheritance. It's just so much that God be showing me, and it be scary at times, but not really scary because I know how powerful God is. So I don't look at it as scary. I'm looking at it as, okay, what's the next information? Like, I'm eager. I'm excited to dream. I'm excited to see what's going on, what's next. But it do be crazy when, the things that I'm dreaming of or certain situations begin to happen in the physical. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because it was like, I was just so short in a dream, like Elder Lewis, I was like, oh, tell your wife, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I was there. It was like in the spirit room, like these were the souls that were already gone or taken. They had passed away, but I was there. It was just, I don't know. It was kind of crazy, y'all. So anywho, that's that. I think I'm done with my rant. Yeah, I'm praying for us children that, had parents that was like our biggest first enemies or ops. And, it sucks, especially when they still aren't taking accountability and you still have unanswered questions. And, it sucks. But with God, you learn to push through with that. With God, God will give you the answers. You don't even, because some of these people don't want to speak up and tell you the truth anyway. So with God, he's going to make sure that you get the answers and everything comes to you. I didn't go searching for none of this. It just came to me, okay? I didn't go asking God to make me dream these dreams or give me these words. No, God chose me, okay? He chose me to show me these things, and he wants me to speak on these things. And he don't give me this information to just hold it in. Okay, I hold in a lot of things, actually. I have so much already held in. And it's like, I got to explain what I got to explain when he tell me to explain it. And I guess today he wanted me to talk about the whole mother situation, because people don't expect these things to happen, or they're not used to it. Or, maybe my mom and me, and you might not ever think that my mom is this way. But trust me, the stories that I heard about, growing up, and my mom was always like the rebel child. So I don't put shit past her at all. Like, her siblings would tell her she's crazy. Growing up, my mom was very much crazy. She kept us, very much hidden. We lived across the street from my uncle, and my mom, when she had a little attitude with my uncle, we couldn't even see our cousins. Okay, my mom definitely is one of the mean aunts. I think that a lot of my cousins will tell you that. So, and then she was meaner to her own kids. Okay, she was a bit more nicer to cousins. She nicer to strangers, but when it comes to her own kids and grandkids, my mom ain't shit. Let's just be let's just be real. And I don't even give a fuck. I don't even feel no type of way. God already healed my heart when it comes to that. Like, as a little girl, I used to wish that, my family would come together and get it together. But, sometimes it's just not meant. It's just not meant. It's just not meant. You feel me? It's not meant when people are still prideful. It's not meant when people are still egotistical. It's not meant when people never want to right their wrongs because they feel like they're not wrong, okay? It doesn't work. So I don't even try. I used to really be that girl. You feel me? I was the most loving, caring out of my siblings, probably trying to keep the family together, always my mama will tell you that. But I got to a point where I was like, oh, this ain't no saving here. Like, everybody needs to individually get closer to God, and God need to save them individually, because as a family, it is not going to work, okay? Ain't no therapist able to save us. Bitch, this is, it's just no saving, okay? Some people, it's just no saving. I feel like my mom is too far gone. She done did so much. She has so much karmic debt to pay. There is just no saving her. You feel me? The soul is already gone. She's already on the other side. And you got to just accept that. You accept it. You treat people accordingly. You keep your distance. And, that's that. You stay prayed up against these people, these spirits, this prince, whatever. And you just keep focused. Okay? Don't let them distract you. Don't let them try to say anything to you to make you feel it like it's true or whatever. That's the biggest thing. It's the self-doubt. It's the self-guilt, okay? It's the fear, So, yeah, that's how I'm going to end this, y'all. I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye.